My one childhood dream was to become a major leaguer. I was a two-time All-Star. I hit a game-winning home run off Mariano Rivera, 3 home runs in 3 consecutive innings. I played 7 years in the major leagues. I love baseball so much, but all those accolades, everything that I experienced with that didn't fill the niche that I needed inside myself. I'm in the prime of my Major League Baseball career, and I make a decision with $20 million in the bank. I quit. From 14 years old on, I worked and I worked and I worked through athletics because I wanted to become a major leaguer. I got drafted by the Boston Red Sox. I worked harder than I've ever worked in my whole life. And over the next 5 years, I was Player of the Year 3 of the 5 years on all the teams I was on. But I wasn't fulfilled. And I make a decision, with my son in my arms, proven to be the biggest decision of my life. I quit. I walked away. And I proved to myself and I convinced myself that if I just come home and be a father to my 3 beautiful children and pursue my second dream of owning a zoo, everything will be great. After that, 4 years, it came at a real steep price. My 15-year marriage was falling apart. I had just received a 3rd foreclosure notice on my horse farm, and everything else in my life was rattling out of control. I've never been so scared in my life. I pretty much lost everything. So I find myself at 3 o'clock in the morning in front of my ex-wife's house on the floor of this van. And after taking 15 sleeping pills, 8 ibuprofen 800s, and I don't know how many drinks of alcohol, here lies a guy that everybody envies. And as the soul's leaving the top of my head, all I can cling on to is that guilt and that shame. And my mind's telling me, just do it. Just finish it. And I asked the Lord to take my life. When I woke up and I had nothing left, and I believe God puts things on your mind to pursue, it's the first time God spoke to me. He spoke to me in my dreams. Pick up your cross and follow me. First thought that went through my mind was, where's my horse? And I sat still. I let God talk through the Holy Spirit. When I thought about my horse, I had a good feeling. And to reach out on my phone to find my horse. When my friend told me where my horse was, and reach out to that person, just going with it. She's my wife today, Kristen. She supported me, she helped me, she kept me accountable, she loved me, and she lifted me up. And I get emotional because I've accomplished everything in my life. I've had the external success, I've had the money, I've had the materialistic stuff, I've had the experience. It's nothing. I knew God was the only way. I knew Christ was the only way through God. I knew that, but I didn't know how to have a relationship. I would speak in churches again, prisons again, schools again. I always found myself going that route because that's what I want to do. I thought baseball was my thing, but this is my thing right here. I want to speak. To be against all odds and to overcome against all odds was just the absolute premise of myself through the story I told myself all the way to a 2-time All-Star in the Major Leagues. I should have never have made it. But I always kept it in my mind that I want to be that underdog. I want to help the underdog out there because everybody has a story and everybody has a purpose. And I want to help the people that have the odds against them to see that if I can do it, they can do it. When you align your will with God's will, you can go against all odds.